Hey guys, so today I'm really excited to share with you all some goodies that I picked up from Ulta, some drugstore type things, and some higher end things that I got from there as well. I'm going to call this sort of like a drugstore Ulta-ish video. If you're not familiar with Ulta, basically, they have drugstore stuff and higher end stuff. You can get a good variety of stuff there, which is really nice. So I got a lot of stuff that I had been eyeing. I also am going to show you something that I got from Sephora, which is something that I love, that I'm really excited about. I figured, why not? So let's go ahead and get started. As always, I'm going to get some of this stuff out of the bag so that it doesn't rattle around and make us all crazy by the end. Alright, so if you guys have been following me on Twitter, I didn't really talk about it a whole lot, mostly because it's been consuming my life and I haven't really had time to tweet because I've been so frustrated. The other day I was in our powder room downstairs. Most of you guys know we moved into a new house a couple months ago. Well, new to us because the previous owners had this really strange wallpaper in the powder room, which I kind of was okay with for a while. I promise this has to do with the haul. I was okay with it for a while. It was sort of a weird, like, marbly gold brown, and I thought, nah, I could make this work. Mostly because I didn't want to be stripping wallpaper. So the other day I was in there and I noticed, like, at a seam there was a little thing that was coming up. So I just kind of was like, boop, and then the whole thing kind of came off. Like, this really nice big piece came off and I was like, wow, this is going to be so easy. I'm just going to go ahead and strip this wallpaper. It took me like a good 5 days to get all that stuff down. It was a nightmare. But through it all, I kind of learned a good way to remove wallpaper. So I think I'm going to do like a blog post pretty soon on the... Waylon's licking himself. Waylon, we're trying to do a video here. If you hear smacking, he's licking himself. He's licking his paws. It's raining outside. Anyways, so... yeah, so my nails are a mess. I've been picking off wallpaper. I will do a blog post about it because I have then painted it and made it look pretty, and I haven't fixed it up yet. Everything's sort of still in the hallway. But I've painted it, it looks good, and I'm going to do a blog post soon about the whole like transformation and how I, through a lot of trial and error, figured out a pretty good way to strip the wallpaper. And with some of your help on Twitter too. A lot of you guys gave me really good suggestions. So, anyways, my nails are a hot mess from doing that. If any of you have ever done wallpaper, my nails were splitting, they were breaking. I just ended up like cutting them all as short as I could get them to sort of start over. And I need to do manicure on myself very soon. But I bought this, well, I'll show you before I take it out. It's the OPI Nail Envy, which I've never tried before. I went looking for a nail strengthener, like I said, because they're just splitting. They're just in really bad shape. So, yeah, all the chemical, well, not chemicals, but, you know, just the glue and the Windex, because I used Windex to get some of it off, which works. I'll do a blog post and tell you all about it so this video doesn't turn into how to remove wallpaper. Anyways, I got this OPI Nail Envy. It looks pretty good. I'm going to try it. The girl at the store said that it's really, really nice, and I'm excited about that. Then I picked up a NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Cobalt, because I'm going to do a blue tutorial like that soon, and I really wanted that color. Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser is right here. My favorite under eye concealer. I use the shade Fair. This is the one that's the actual, like, you know, color of your skin that kind of, like, corrects. It's a little warmer in tone, which is nice. This is the brightener that goes with it. It's the pink one. I'm going to try this and see if I like it. Maybe just put a little dab of it like over that just to kind of brighten my under eye area. I had never tried the brightener, so I figured why not. I grabbed this, not because it's a Selena Gomez color, but because I really wanted a multicolor glitter nail polish, and this one looked really fun because it's all different sizes of glitter, all different glittery colors. It's called Confetti Fun, and it's Nicole by OPI. Again, it's in the little Selena Gomez collection. I got another thing in my Maybelline Great Lash because mine that I have was looking too embarrassing to use in videos, because if you've ever used these before, I can't tell you how many of these I've gone through. Unfortunately, I mean, they're great because they're cheap, and I would never spend a lot on brow gel. But when it gets down to maybe like you have about a quarter of it left, or maybe even half of it left, it gets like the color of your brow products, and it gets sort of like not so clear anymore. And it's really gross looking. So I figured I'd grab that. Oh, I wanted to get these are really hard to find, and I should have just gone to Sally's because I know that they sell them there, but I didn't want to drive to Sally's. Speaking of nails, because, you know, I knew I was going to have to do my nails soon, a good metal cuticle pusher. The old one that I have was just like not a real nice one. It was just kind of the end of a little metal file that I've had for years. And I really wanted this, like a nice smooth one. I honestly think getting a nice metal pusher is better than using, for me at least, I think it's more gentle, even though it's metal, than using like a wooden stick that can splinter, or like one of those, or I just like a smooth metal one that isn't gonna do anything crazy, that's gonna get the job done without having to like mess up your cuticles or like hurt yourself. So they're really kind of hard to find, and I should have just gone to Sally's to find one because I know that they sell them individually there. But I didn't want to go that far. This was the only one that they had at Ulta that was, and it was actually in a kit like this, but I got some of these little nipper things, which are for cuticles. You don't want to cut your cuticles, but if you have like a hangnail or something, this is good to kind of like get them off, but not to actually cut your cuticles. I try not to do that, because then it just makes your cuticles like need more maintenance. I'll do a video on that soon. I have been resisting the Naked Basics palette for a very long time, just because I thought it's kind of a waste. It seems like colors that are a little redundant, or things that are in other things, and things that I already have. But the more I looked at it, every time I was at Ulta, I would look at it, and the colors looked so nice, and I can't get it out. And I just thought it was such a small little palette. It's very compact and cute. But the more I started looking at it, I thought I'm just gonna give in and get it because, you know, I figured it'd be good to add to the collection of my neutral colored eyeshadows. The colors look really nice. They're not super shimmery or super frosted, which I kind of prefer for day-to-day. There is one, the Venus color at the end, that has a bit of a sheen to it, I think. It looks like it does. But yeah, I figured these were good colors for every day, and I had resisted it long enough. So I went ahead and got it. And then as I was leaving, you know how Ulta has like the little things to kind of get you at the checkout. There was this palette that I was kind of curious about. It's the NYX Natural palette, and I thought that looks kind of like the Naked Basics palette. So I got it, and I'm excited to try it. It was about $8, I think, so it was really affordable, and I thought these were pretty colors, so I might use these in something soon. The swatching them, the colors are okay. They're not like super pigmented or anything, but I'm going to try it and see. I thought for the price it might be worth trying to tell you guys about. So yeah, oh, and then my Sephora purchase. I've been using the Makeup Forever HD foundation, which I had used years ago when it very first came out, and I liked it. And then back then I started using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus, which you guys know if you've seen my videos for years, that is my all-time favorite foundation. And I haven't had any of it recently. Because the colors or the shades that I had like 3 different shades that I would kind of mix to get my perfect one that I had bought over the years as I, you know, and I'd got rid of them. I've, you know, gone through several of them, and the ones that I had were very, very low, and I thought, they're kind of old, I'll just throw them out and start over. But I hadn't purchased it again because I had been using the Revlon Color Stay, which I thought was kind of similar, and then I purchased the HD. The HD is perfect, it's so great. But I found that throughout the day, I wanted something that held up a little bit better on my oily skin. So I thought, why not just go back to this? So I purchased another one, or a new one in shade 30, which is I think my perfect shade when my skin isn't tan or anything like that. And I can make it work even when I am, because I never really get super dark or anything. But I'm really, really excited about this stuff. I'm very happy to have more of it, and I do like the Revlon Color Stay, the one for normal to dry skin. That is great stuff. The only downfall with that is that I do find throughout the day, toward the end of the day, when I first use it, it's perfect for a couple hours, it's good. but toward the end of the day, I find that it oxidizes a bit, which it means it just kind of changes color a little bit. It gets a little bit darker, which, I mean, I haven't noticed it happening every time I use it, so that's why I've kept using it and, you know, haven't really said anything like definitive about that. But I am kind of finding that it does that more often than not, so I did want to try my Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Plus again. So that's it. I hope that you guys enjoyed the video and that you're having a great week so far, what's started of it at least. If you're curious about all the wallpaper craziness that I mentioned, follow my blog, bookmark it, follow it however you want, because I will be doing a post soon on that, on my little transformation of that room, which I'm really excited about because you have no idea how nice it is not to stare at that wallpaper anymore, and to know that I actually did that. That was a huge accomplishment. So I hope that you guys are having, again, a great week so far, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Bye.